Hey Keanu, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Kate. Today, I'm not going to tell you what we're making because I think you're going to like it so much that I just want you to experience the joy of finding it out on the way. And as a little like hint though, I'm going to show you what we've got. So these are all of the ingredients here. Except for those, these are just, everything we're using uses these, like, no. The marinade for this uses this stuff. So while I'm already prepping that stuff, I may as well just do the marinade. Yeah, I'm really good at English. I'm very tired. I went to the gym and I had work and, all right, let's get started. So now let me adjust this camera. Doop, doop, doop. Well, a chopping board. I need a knife. All right, first step's gonna be really easy. Cut those off. Chuck that in here, saucepan. All right, now, spring onion. This is from my garden. Gonna put a little sprinkling in with these eggs. A little sprinkling. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit in another bowl just so that I can have a nice little garnish. So just enough for a garnish, really. Oh, I didn't cut that one well. All right, put that to the side. And then the rest is gonna go in this pot. A little bit of ginger. Here's the shell. This must be really weird for you because it's like the first time you're actually seeing me cut stuff, because I usually have everything like pre-chopped, which is really handy, but I ran out of all of that stuff and I haven't done more yet. So just taking a really small amount off just to put in with the eggs, and then the rest into that little saucepan. Okay, we have, see, look, I'm actually having to crush garlic cloves and I'm not enjoying this. Really wishing that I had those more pre-cut ones, but or even peeled at this rate. Ugh. I heard of this trick that you can like make peeling these easier by just putting them in like boiling water and then they kind of just like pop out. But I've never tried that myself. And I'm hungry and I can't be bothered boiling the kettle, even though that would probably take less time than peeling these myself. I think I just make my life harder sometimes. I have no idea if I'm going to edit this video or not yet, so you might just have like 5 minutes of me trying to peel garlic. In which case, I hope you enjoy all of those 5 minutes, because I am not. Yeah. Get that garlic schmalik off my hand. All right, and now I honestly don't understand how some people cut garlic nicely, because for me it just like gets all over my knife and it runs away, and then I see like videos where the people are just like choo, 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 and it all looks like so nice and aesthetic, and fuck those people. Like, but also I kind of want to be them, but I don't know, they probably just have better knife skills than me. All right. So, we want most of the garlic in this pot. We want, maybe not most of it, put a little bit into there. We want a good chunk in this one here. Yeah, I can have a little bit more. And then we're gonna put a little bit in with these eggies here. Eggs, I'm just going to quickly do. So, eggs. I want like a little bit of honey. We want some sesame seeds. We want a little bit of sesame oil, just like a little bit though, because it can get quite overpowering. And then we want to fill about half of it with soy sauce. Oh, that's a little bit more than half, but that'll be, oh, that's about half. And then the other half with water. So that those eggs are submerged. And then I'm just gonna mix it around a little. Find the lid for it. Give it a little shakey. There we go. Soy marinated eggs, going to be delicious for breakfast tomorrow. Yay! Right, now for the rest of the stuff, just gonna move the chopping board to the side slightly. Saucepan. Tablespoon measurer is here. I've got to look at my phone because I don't know the exact amounts, but I have a very rough idea. Okie dokie. Brown sugar. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honey. One. 2. ソイソース 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sesame oil. 1. Couple sesame seeds. Put it down. This one here. That's spicy. 1, 2. I use these spoons to get off all of the stuff. All right, now we're going to put this to the side. All right, here. I feel like this is the part that's going to give it all away. And it also looks like now my camera's kind of low on battery, so fingers crossed. Can you guess what we're doing? It's such a mystery. Whatever could be happening. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is that I need to charge this camera. So I'm gonna leave this here because, like, you know, leaving egg out is, like, you know, really safe and all. Welcome back for part 2. I've decided I am editing it, so you're gonna get a nice edited version. Actually, before I get that, I'm gonna get out some cling wrap. I'm just gonna put that. Oh, that'll be fine. Alright, now for the star of the show. Star of the show. Chicken. Gonna put the chicken on a chopping board. Blop, 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 blop. Now I realize that I'm not actually showing the chopping board, so before I get any salmonella in my hands, I'm gonna show you the chopping board. Alright. There's 2 things that we want to do. One is that we want to give it a chop into pieces. Cut my life into pieces so I get more plants. Alright. And then the next thing we want to do is put the knife away. We don't need the knife. Except now is when it gets violent. Because what you can do is you can get like a rolling pin or something. And you can like beat them how you'd like with a rolling pin. But that is not me. We have played enough D&D that you know that I am all about the, if you want to beat the chicken so that it's all kind of flat, Last one. You can't escape me. Okay, I went a little bit too violent on this one and it's gotten itself a little bit mangled. And I definitely think that it is its fault and definitely not mine because I'm amazing. You can't see that in the camera, but it's it looks beaten. Alright, so we're just gonna, this is not gonna fit in my air fryer. It's a fun fact, not gonna fit in my air fryer, but we're gonna see. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a breading station here. A little bit of bread, a little bit of flour. Okay. Almost lost my camera to my sink. You can't really see this breading station, but you're just gonna have to trust me in the process. Because I can't move my camera anymore because I just like almost threw it into the sink. And I should probably have salted this now I'm thinking about it, but I haven't. But it will still turn out very delicious, I am sure. Bread chicken into air fryer. I should probably have only done half. Actually, that is a fantastic idea. I will put the other chicken breasts, pre-beaten, the beaten boobies, into the freezer. And honestly, like, the breading station is kind of the worst bit about making fried chicken, in my opinion. But the panko crumbs are very nice. They make it very nice and crunchy. But if you don't have panko crumbs, you can actually use crushed up cornflakes. That also works in a pinch. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm gonna put those back in there, and then I'm gonna wash my hands. My nice little salmonella hands. They're so gross. Look at that. Ew. Ew. Okay, so now, because I forgot to salt the chicken before, I'm just gonna chuck some salt over it now. It's a little bit too little too late, but it'll be fine. And then in the air fryer, you still want oil. Now, I don't want to deep fry it because one, that fucking alarm always goes off. And then two, I don't want to eat all that oil, and yeah. So anyway, I've just drizzled a little bit of olive oil onto the stuff, and then we're going to put it in the air fryer. We're going to put it on air fry 200, and it's once 20 minutes, so I'm just going to put on 12, and then we're going to flip it halfway. In the meantime, what I'm doing with this sneaky chicken over here is that I'm not going to eat 2 chicken breasts tonight. So I've pre-breaded them. I'm going to pop them into a bag. Alright. And now, these are just going to go into the freezer. So then, when I want to make them, I can just get them out, defrost them, and then I have my already pre-battered chicken. Yeah. And then wash our hands again. And then also clean up a little bit of all of this mess that we've made. Alright, come over to the cooking station with me. Over here, we have our greens. We're not going to cook these yet because these are going to take like 0.2 seconds. So in here, we have the sauce. And I'm sure that you have figured out what we're making by now. And if you haven't, then I really worry for you, Keanu. We're going to turn this on. Heat it up, and we're gonna give it stir. Stir, stir, stir. Oh, you need to like see this from my angle. Yeah, I cannot. I need like an actual like standing tripod for this, but I have this like really shitty little short one. Does that make it better? I'll turn that light on. Oh, look at that. How beautiful does that look? Does that not look delicious? Like you just want to eat this? This can just like go on anything. Like this sauce is so versatile. You can put it on tofu, you can put it on chicken. Hell, you would mix it with like beef. That would be delicious. Imagine like ground beef with this sauce, and then like over rice or something. Yum. Anyway, I'm just gonna stir this for a little bit longer, and I don't think you need to watch that whole thing. So I was editing the video, and then I completely forgot that I had this on until I could hear it like bubbling, and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, that's this sauce bubbling, which is what it's supposed to do, but I don't think I should have left it alone like I did. So we're just gonna give that a stir, and then turn that one off and move it somewhere a little bit less hot. Now garnishes. Save the garnish. Whoa, save it. Don't die on me sauce. Anyway, you might be able to tell, but it's a little bit thicker now. Isn't it so shiny, so glossy? And I'm also kind of just trying to buy time because that's got like 15 seconds on it, and I'm not like filming two things and then merging them together. So this is my chaos cutlery drawer. This is, well no, my cutlery drawer is here. This one is less chaos. But yes, the other drawer. Anyway, the chicken has just done. Whoa, it already looks good. That was 12 minutes. I actually don't think we're going to need all that long on here. It's also 20 on the thing. Anyway, we're going to give it a flip. See, that side does not look anywhere near as good. No. Whoa, okay. And then chuck that back in. Same thing, but this time we're gonna do 7 minutes. And I'm just gonna try to keep an eye on it. I say as I'm like the worst person at keeping an eye on anything. And in the meantime, we're going to saute up these. So we have garlic, we have our bok choy. That's definitely not going to take 7 minutes to saute. So let's put that there. Now you're getting a new angle. Isn't that fun? How fun is that? I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of sesame oil. Because we love sesame oil. It is the best. And a little bit of soy sauce. Just a little bit though. You don't want too much, and I always do too much. It's like a toxic trait. It's putting too much soy sauce in with my bok choy. And you think like you can't have too much soy sauce. You actually can. And it makes it very salty and not very delicious. And like, sure, you could bring the pan up to the heat before you put any of this stuff in, which would probably work a lot better. But then I'd have to have another bowl to store it in, and we ain't doing that shit. We're not doing that shit, Keanu. Okay? It's not happening. And put that back on the heat just so it stays warm. It's not actually hot, but the hot plates just take. I'm tired. I need food. I need food. I'm so hungry. And I'm so close to being able to eat. It's so far away. Actually, I feel like this could be thicker. So we're going to turn that back on. Blup, 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 blup. Do 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 do. Have a dance bit. When the king dinner, we're gonna have delicious dinner eventually. And it's like, I actually don't know what time it is. It is 9:17 and I haven't eaten, and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. My thing's saying low battery again. Fucking hell. It's like it almost doesn't like being charged for only like 5 minutes. Oh, you can hear it sizzle. Battery, don't die. Can you last another 4 minutes, battery? We'll see, we'll see. Could you imagine if we got to the end of the video and there is no end of the video for you? Just like the battery's totally flat and you can't see the final thing. Alright, the fan's on so you can't hear anything, but we have some very nicely, I just had to like pause it for the battery, so I'm going to turn this off. And look at that, it is all bubbling away. Yum, yum. Whoa. How good does that look? Ah. Alright, now I can actually see it through here. We're not actually going to eat all of that green tonight, so just going to move a little bit to my plate. Actually, fuck it, we'll put it all on my plate, and if I don't eat it, then I don't eat it. But for now, it all goes to the plate. Isn't this like the coolest thing? And then I can just move it. And if I was using my saucepan that also had one, then I'd be able to do that too. So we got this saucepan. Alright. Moment of truth. What does it look like? It looks crispy. Crispy, crispy. It looks crunchy. Crunchy, crunchy. Whoa. I'm only going to eat one of those because I'm not going to eat two. And I feel like you vibe with this, but like I'm so paranoid that I need to cut it open to make sure that it is cooked the whole way through. Oh, which it is. Can you see that? Perfect. Perfect. And then we're going to put it back together kind of to pretend that we didn't do that. And then we're going to use that to eat. We're going to cover it with some of this glaze. And this is, oh my god, I've been yelling over that fan the whole time. Hope you've enjoyed that. And this is my kind of like fake Korean fried chicken with a spicy gochujang sauce and greens, and it's delicious and you should try it because it's really easy and you don't have to deep fry shit.